Hi guys, I'm here with a review of my Ultrasabers Manticore. I have had this saber for a long time, but I haven't gotten around to it until now because it's finally summer break, so I have lots of free time on my hands. So, this saber is one of my favorite sabers, and it took a while for me to buy this, but ever since I started looking up Ultrasabers for high quality sabers, this one caught my eye from the beginning. And by the end of this video, you'll see why it is such an amazing saber. It's mostly because of these windows on the emitter over here, but I'll show you that later. And this is an amazing saber. I know I've said that a lot, but I want to express my point. And I really like how streamlined it looks, especially with the black anodized part in the center and the other stuff. So, first, this saber is a standard edition saber. There are different editions you can get. You can get LE edition, which is limited edition. You get SE, which is special edition, and CE, which is collector's edition. Now, LE, the limited edition, it gives all silver sabers and all black sabers with grooves on them. It gives gold highlights for those grooves for all silver sabers, and silver highlights in those grooves for all black sabers, and it makes them look good, especially with the highlighted function. It makes them look even better. Some people think it looks worse, but I think it looks better. Then there's SE, which is the special edition, and it's a high polished silver finish, and the high polished silver makes the saber look super shiny and extra special and stuff, and it's really cool. Then there's the collector's edition, which is nickel plated, and it has a slight bronze tint, and it's heavier, more high quality, and more expensive. But that's okay because they do use nickel, which is pretty good. It's all silver, obviously. So this saber, the Manticore, this is just a standard saber. There is a CE, a collector's edition version to this saber, though, and that is nickel plated. And I was thinking about buying that before this one, but then in the end I chose this one because of how cool it looks. So now I'm going to do a body sweep and let you see this better. So over here we have the pommel, the bottom part of the saber starting about here and ending down there. So the pommel is vented, so sound come out, and it looks like there's a bunch of like colorful bumps on it, but I assure you those aren't there. That's just the saber reflecting the carpets. So the sound comes out of those vents. Then the pommel is interesting because this is a high-profile pommel. There's another version called a low-profile pommel, which is smaller and it makes the saber look more streamlined. But I didn't like the low-profile pommel, so I chose the high-profile pommel. I might get a low-profile pommel in the future just to see how it looks, but this one's going to be my favorite always. So then down the body, black anodized, like that, and a blue illuminated AV switch. And I'll get to this thing later. Then down here, there's the emitter and the windows. Man, there's 10 windows along the saber, and then there's a retention screw, and these things and a big parts, and these rings look cool. And then there's the top of the emitter, and the top of the emitter looks pretty cool too. But the windows are what make the emitter look the best, and the saber basically. Then this has the blade plug installed, so the blade plug makes the saber look pretty good without any of the without the blade in it. I mean, it'll look better with the blade in it, but since you don't always have the blade in, it looks good even without the blade in with the blade plug. So now I'm gonna open up the saber, take out the emitter and pommel, and show you that. So now the saber is open, and so starting with the pommel end, so here's the pommel. As you can see, this is what the inside of the pommel looks. I like how it looks from the inside. And then over here, we have the battery compartment, the soundboard, and the speaker. So this is the speaker down here. It's a paper speaker, which is easy to punch a hole in, but since the pommel is closed, it's not as easy. Other pommels are open, so that's kind of dangerous for the speaker. But this one, I like how it's closed. Then there's the soundboard. I'll get to the other side so you can read that. There's the serial number, the barcode, the creator of the Obsidian, and it's Obsidian. It's the soundboard is where all the sound is stored, the memory and stuff. So this one is the Obsidian 4, which has the newest features of the Obsidian sound. They call the sound the Obsidian, and yeah, I will show you. You will hear the sound when I turn on the saber, but then here's the lithium-ion rechargeable Trustfire batteries. They're really good. Then down the saber we have the emitter. This is what the emitter looks like on the inside. As you can see, the blade plug. And then the LED module. I got Guardian Blue LED, and the Guardian Blue is really good. It was my favorite color ever since I got it. And my saber is equipped with quick disconnects. And the quick disconnects, they're only $15 extra, and you can take the LED out and put in a new one. And these two things are the quick disconnects. The black one is for the LED, the actual light, and the red one is for the flash on clash, which I'll talk about that when I turn on the saber also with the blade in. And so that's the saber open. So now I'm going to put it back together, and then I'll turn it on for you guys. So now the saber is put back together, and yeah, it's an amazing saber, and you'll see why even when I turn it on. So let's go ahead and turn it on, and I'll press the switch, and you'll see how amazing it is. Okay, it's looking purple on the camera, but I assure you it's not purple, it's blue. It might look blue with the blade in, but so here's the blue illuminated AV switch. Again, it's kind of looking purple, but that's okay. It's the blue illuminated AV switch, and that looks really good, especially with the windows and the windows. Oh, it's so amazing. I love it. And then the blade plug on top. I don't know why it looks purple, but I assure you, it is very blue. So it might look better with the blade, but yeah, the blade plug makes it look cool. And so that's what it looks like with it on, and you can hear the loud Obsidian sound. I have the Black Star sound font on right now, and the Black Star sound font, you can choose, there's 8 different sound fonts, including a silent one, and you can cycle through them on the saber without even connecting it to the computer with the new Obsidian 4. And I'll demonstrate that in my separate Obsidian sound video. So now, let's turn it off. So as you could see, the saber looked kind of purple. I might mess with the settings to change that, but then I like the saber, especially with the blade plug. But it looks even better with the blade, and I'm going to show you that now. So I'm gonna go put the blade in. So now the blade is in. Now I just wanted to talk to you about the blade a little bit. So my blade is a 36-inch Ultra Edge mid-grade blade. Now the different types of blades you can get mid-grade, which is a clear polycarbonate, and it only looks good with the colors blazing red and fire orange. I mean, it looks good it's okay, but it's every other color besides blazing red and fire orange look good with Ultra Edge, which is a white polycarbonate. So the white polycarbonate, it's white, so it reflects the color all the way to the side. Then at the tip, there's a clear, a semi-transparent film, which reflects most of the light but lets them through. And so then that's mid-grade and Ultra Edge. Then there's also heavy grade, which is ultimate for ultimate dueling, and it looks like mid-grade, but you sacrifice brightness. And then there's Ultra Edge heavy grade, which looks like this, and it's heavy grade, and you sacrifice even more brightness. However, it still looks amazing, and Ultrasabers have the brightest sabers. And now I'm going to talk about now I'm going to turn on the blade and demonstrate a function called Flash on Clash for you, which I mentioned when I was talking about quick disconnects. But so I doubt the camera will do it justice, but let's do it. So this is the blue blade, and it looks really good with the emitters. I mean, with the windows on the emitter, and the windows make the blade look so much better. Especially, it just gives a whole nother level of brightness and sleekness to the saber. So there's a function called Flash on Clash, which is where the blade will quickly flash to oh, there, it's looking blue again. Well, the blade will quickly flash to another color. I chose silver, and then black back to blue. So if you like, I don't know if you can see it flashing, but you can hear the clash sound. There's also swing sounds. And so that's Flash on Clash. There's also the blade lockup, which is where it flashes really fast and it makes like your blades look like they're locked if you're dueling. So that's another really cool feature. So I don't know if you can hear me over those obsidian sounds, so I'm going to turn it off and then talk to you more about the saber. Whoops. Sorry about that. But, so, this pretty much wraps up my review of my Manticore. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the company first. So, Ultrasabers, guys, it's a really good company. They have a wide variety of sabers, starting from like lower quality sabers to ultra high quality sabers like this one. They've even started to do specialized sabers where they came out with a saber called the Mantis, which is a curved hilt saber, and the Flamberge, which is a crossguard saber. It has like two side blades extending like that, so it looks really cool. And they just have the widest variety. And guys, if you're looking to buy an ultra high quality saber, there's 3 big companies out there. There's Ultrasabers, Saberforge, and Force FX. Ultrasabers and Saberforge don't do movie replicas, but except they've done a few. Like Ultrasabers has done Qui-Gon's saber, the Consular, Obi-Wan's first saber, the Guardian, Anakin's saber, the Graflex, and Darth Vader's saber, the Chosen One. But the rest are not movie replicas. And Saberforge has done the Prodigal Son, which is Luke's saber, the green one. And other than that, though, they don't do replicas at all. And Saberforge has more spiked emitters, if you like spiked emitters. But Force FX has only movie replicas. And Force FX has a power-up function for the blades, which this doesn't have. I found out how to do a pretty cool power-up function, though, where it doesn't look real, but it's pretty good. It's like a fade-in. But they have like 30 LEDs down the blade, so that's what, and they turn on one after the other, so that's what makes it look like it's turning on. But, so that, and then, so, guys, if you're looking to buy a quality saber, and you don't care if it's a movie replica or not, then go to Ultrasabers, guys. Ultrasabers is better than Saberforge and Force FX all the way through. So, Ultrasabers, you want to buy Ultrasabers. I'm using a Jedi mind trick. You're gonna buy an Ultrasaber. You will buy an Ultrasaber. So, guys, that's the end of my Manticore review. I am going to demonstrate myself spinning the blade around, and then, so, until next time, guys.